So I'm consistently asked, when's a good time, James, to conduct an audit of our digital marketing activities? And my response varies, but the truth is you should often conduct an audit of your digital marketing activities. You might conduct an audit when things aren't working, you're not quite happy, with the results that you're getting. So that might be a moment to actually conduct an analysis. You bought a business and you want to assess where its marketing is at. That's another good opportunity to do a bit of an assessment. Or you want to introduce a new product. A great opportunity to actually assess what it is that the marketing activities are doing, because you're starting from scratch. Or you want to launch a new business. Obviously, when you launch a new business, you go through the whole process of conducting a marketing plan and go-to-market plan. So it's quite structured. So they're the kind of conditions that I would say you should be looking at. Some of the other things to think about when you actually conduct the assessment of your marketing would be to identify any opportunities or weaknesses within your marketing plan or approach. Also, have a look out for any untapped growth opportunities that you may or may not find. Make sure that your marketing is always aligned to the goals that you've got set aside for your organization or for the product that you're actually trying to service. Make sure that it's an opportunity to actually reignite, if you like, the spirit of your team. I know that when organizations and teams see their brand or their organization focused on marketing and lead generation and what have you, it's actually a great energy boost. Make sure that your marketing is always focusing on your strengths, on what you can deliver and not on things that you can't deliver. And ultimately, what I say to everybody is make sure that your marketing is returning the relative to the investment you're putting in. So everyone talks about ROI, but make sure that it really clearly is performing. So there's kind of a 5-step plan that I would really go after. So determine your goals. So what are your goals and metrics? So if someone was to ask you what single goal were you going to assess your marketing on, be really clear around what that is. It might be it might be revenue, it might be leads, it might be visits, or it might be purchases. Whatever it is, I mean, the beauty with things like Google Analytics and what have you is that there's about 250 metrics that you can drill down on. So pick one in particular that's going to allow you to assess whether or not your digital marketing activities are successful. Then I would actually gather the data as part of the overarching assessment. So gather the data on your website performance. So, the bounce rates, the page load times. Page load is really, really important in terms of amount of time, because Google will favor or unfavor you relative to that. Your opt-in rates, how many leads have turned into customers from your website. Any data that's related to your website performance is critical. Your email performance, so EDM or email marketing, email direct marketing, is a really great way to actually talk one-to-one to your customers. But have a look at your open rates, your click-through rates, your subscribe, unsubscribe rates, the different segments and lists that you're getting into, because not one size doesn't fit all from an email marketing perspective, and assess it on that data. And then social media is really important. So many different social media channels. So make sure that you understand who's liking you on what channel, who's sharing your content on what channel, what the click-through rates are, whether paid versus unpaid or organic is doing the same thing or it's doing something different. So make sure that you're getting as much reach as you can from social. Make sure you understand the data associated. So really make sure that you get all the data together, get all the key numbers. Great, you've got something to assess against that first criteria, which is all about having a key metric that you're clear on. Then make sure that your content marketing strategy, that you've got a checklist around your content marketing strategy. So the most important things to check when you're assessing your marketing are your keywords. Are you targeting the right keywords relative to the strategy that you thought you were chasing? The content types. So which content types, some work well for brand awareness, some content types work better for lead generation. Make sure that you understand your customer journey maps. So you understand exactly what journey you're trying to distribute towards. Make sure that your distribution channels are effective. Make sure you look at your SEO and your bounce rates in particular. So many people, SEO is such a buzz at the moment, but what are the page load times? What are the opt-in rates? What's the click-through? How many customers are actually turning into paid, physical, they're giving you cash for your goods or services? Make sure that you understand your links. Are they broken? Do they work? Don't they work? Are they pushing out to irrelevant sites? Make sure that you do that as part of your assessment. Make sure that you're following up post-purchase. So marketing doesn't just stop at the purchase. Have a look at what's happening in the after-sales service. So make sure that you understand, are they turning into repeat customers? What's happening there? And then obviously from a social media perspective, I said it earlier, but make sure that you really, from a content perspective, you understand, am I getting value from free or from paid or for both, so that you can be really clear. Make sure you document all of that. One piece that I think people often forget, a lot of big businesses do it when they're reviewing marketing for the first time, but have a look at what your competitors are doing. So what are the tactics that are working in some of your direct competitors? Can you copy them, tweak them, or take advantage of them? Are there any gaps in your competitors' marketing strategies that you could really create or forge a space for yourself to exploit that as an opportunity? Are your competitors using some techniques and some tools that you should be using? Are there any cultural or social sort of considerations that are both positive and opportunities for you to leverage that your competitors might be leveraging? And has anything shifted legally, whether it be through environmental, through COVID, whatever that you need to consider from a marketing perspective that you haven't? And then ultimately make sure that your customer message is always bang on your company or your product's value proposition. So is there a strong customer focus? Is your message consistent in the channels that you're marketing through relative to the offline channels and what have you? So many organizations don't review that. Is your value proposition consistent? No point having a website that's targeting one type of value proposition, then the experience everywhere else is something different. And is your unique selling proposition consistent with what you want it to be? So at the end of the day, I think there are three really, really important things from reviewing your marketing. Make sure that you identify any opportunities and close those gaps, and you should do it as frequently as you can. Make sure you discard whatever's not working and embrace and maybe lean in a little bit more to what is working. And last but not least, make sure you share it with your team and brainstorm any fresh ideas that they may have, any customer verbatims that they may have that may give you feedback, but be open to iterating. I hope you enjoyed that Whiteark Bite.